Not doing a hold screen because don't don't want to.
It begins.
So I've been trying to fix my computer. Not sure what's up with it. It's just being very slow. So hopefully, the stream goes off without a hitch. But we'll see. If anything happens, we'll have to improvise. In the meantime, you can normally catch this stream at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going till about midnight. You can catch our sister stream in the Undermountain from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That's on Wednesdays. You can catch my books on Drive Through RPG, and there's another book coming to the DM's Guild that's been delayed due to the holidays and other issues. But for now, we're back in New Dawn. The players were going about their pub crawl last time. They finished their stuff at Bunderstones and agreed with Snarlcock the Ravager to join him in the Brazen Bleachers for a bout. Meanwhile, they went to Elgod's Grotto and met one of the Thistlebows who tried to marry off his daughter to Amon and/or Zumasu. And I believe you guys also visited the Gilded Rose briefly, which used to be a hangout for arcane spellcasters until it was apparently raided at some point in the past. Meanwhile, one of these scarred ones, Atnus the Clawed, arrived and brought snow to New Dawn, which you eventually dispatched them, and the guards came to clean up after that mess. For now, you guys headed off to Grundy's, just to wet your whistles and do a short rest. Which, by the way, you guys can partake of a short rest now if you wish. Don't know if you guys did that before, but I'm assuming you're spending an hour since you're getting food and drink at Grundy's.
Yeah, that's the intent.
Yeah. So you can definitely do that if you wish. Grundy's, once again, is nautical themed. It's very tacky. There's like half of a ship like melded in with the wall. And what were you guys eating again? It was like tikka masala or something? Pepper chicken?
Chicken wings or
Or
something.
I just remember asking for no fruit or something.
Right.
But we're in like a really kitschy kind of like shitty, stupid pirate themed garbage place. And we're in the crow's nest.
Here within to a kitschy place. Like, is there any like fine establishment here? Everything is fucking like janky as hell.
We're on the tourist track, so I feel like everything's going to be this kind of bedazzled version of New Dawn. Ugh. Bedazzled New Dawn.
You guys were also served Northern Grog, which is essentially a dark and stormy.
Yes.
Just as well, I was just reminded that Zumasu has passed out on the table.
Yep.
Yep. Good times.
Up.
So.
Oh, didn't someone put his face in the food?
I believe Amon might have.
I think Amon just like picked his head up and kind of pushed the plate underneath and put it back down. And he woke up and then fell back to sleep.
Yeah.
Typical.
Yep. So, what are you guys doing during this short rest? Zumasu, you wake up after a few minutes, and the drunkenness is still affecting you. But yeah, what do you guys want to do in the meantime?
I am actually. I think I should just hang low because I'm kind of the principal player in what just happened in the early afternoon.
Yeah, how much time do we have before we gotta get anywhere?
Before the fight, you mean?
Trying to track the
that thing.
time. You guys got here just after noon in New Dawn. Spent a few hours with Thrazir and Dragonflame, Bunderstones, so like 2 hours there maybe. Then probably an hour dealing with Ilgod's Grotto and Atnus. So honestly, it's probably a few hours until dusk, which is when Snarlcock said that you guys were supposed to go. So you guys have a few hours. And it
They have
is,
stables here, right?
yeah, there's stables in most places in the city.
I want to summon my horse, but I need to find an inconspicuous place to summon it. Well, Pegasus.
I mean, that's divine magic. I don't think anybody's gonna bother you.
Also, it's a freaking Pegasus. I don't think that you can be inconspicuous with a freaking.
That's
I'll
also
put a
true.
blanket over
That is a
its
good
wings.
point.
Actually, that's if I put a blanket over its wings, and it just curls them up, would it just look like it's carrying things?
I guess you'll just have to make a check for that.
Because that's what
Anyway.
I want to do. Because the thing takes 10 minutes, and it's a pain in the ass to do every time.
The question is this: are we actually heading back to the place that I reserved, or what?
I mean, we paid for it.
Boom Crash says, because so you guys, you, I can't help you with the Snarlcock the Ravager fight. So I'm just gonna go back and watch our stuff in the room and do homework and all of that stuff. So, is there anything that you need me to do while you're out? I guess.
Not really. Not me, at least. I'm pretty good.
Okay. Amon, want to give me the keys or tell me where exactly to go?
I mean, we've been there, so.
Oh, okay. We were. I
yeah,
forgot.
we've been there. So, like, actually, no, I already gave you the keys. Like, everyone,
Oh.
each of you should have the keys. So,
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think we went into the room specifically, but we do have the keys. We
Yeah,
kind of
because the-
caught you in the bath.
yeah.
Oh, right. I remember that now. Okay. Well, Boom Crash is gonna chug and finish her Dark and Stormy, and then be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go off and lay low. So.
Should we give you the stone, you think, or what?
That might be kind of helpful. Someone should have it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so whoever's at the octagon or whatever the hell that we're doing.
I object to that. I feel like because if you're doing this thing, whoever's at the ground level probably needs more communication because you're not gonna be able to do anything anyway. And
Yeah.
this is a two-front affair where one's doing the stealing and one's being the distraction. So
Alright, so I guess me and Mao should hold on to the stone.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you want Goose to follow somebody along?
I don't think that's
Yeah.
necessary.
If Goose follows along, we can always send Goose if something happens. And Goose
Yeah,
has a
you
connection
can-
with you, right?
Yeah, Goose has a connection, but it's limited towards a distance. But he can definitely fly back to the grotto just in case.
Yeah.
Like if you guys need me to bail you out or something.
I still think it's a really bad idea for me to have the sending stone. I feel like someone's going to be able to use it to trace it back to Yuzumosu or whoever else is holding the other side if I get caught. I'm pretty good at getting out of tight situations.
I still think it might be more useful if you had it.
Yeah, I think that's more of an arcane thing, and unless they have some magic users on a leash, they might not be able to do that backtracking.
Yeah, that whole magic is illegal thing, I still think that's not, I don't know. There's no way all magic is illegal here. Someone's gonna have something up their sleeve.
Divine magic's not illegal.
Yeah.
Well, good for you and your god's juice.
I mean, he's also apparently divine, and I kind of wave at Amon brokenly.
I don't know, Amon doesn't count because Amon doesn't, like, do stupid stuff with his magic. He just keeps us alive.
Some would say that's kind of stupid. But anyway.
That was the best compliment I think I can give, but that's fine.
What we can get.
Mama Bird is going to the nest.
Alright,
Alright.
well, we know where you are. Worst comes to worst, we can just run
Oh,
to
wait.
you.
Do that business off. Anyway, get out of here.
Okay, bye.
Okay, Boom Crash heads down the Grand Bazaar line all the way back to Elgod's Grotto. That'll take you a bit so we'll just assume that you're off doing that.
Shopping, little window shopping along the way.
Good
Sure,
luck.
why not?
Meanwhile, you guys are still spending some time at Grundy's just before you head to the Brazen Bleachers, unless you guys want to do something else in your few hours beforehand.
I said I literally just want to see if I can get my Pegasus summoned and put in a stable.
Okay. I mean, if that's your only goal.
Yeah, pretty much. I just want to kill some time and also make sure that's dealt with so I don't have to spend a spell slot tomorrow.
Okay. In that case, I'll just have you do that now just to get that out of the way, because that's probably not going to need too much role-playing.
Okay.
Let's see. Where would the nearest stables be? I'd say that a lot of the stables are probably... That's a good question.
No little carts around like the Brazen Bleachers or something, or like.
You know, that's probably accurate. There's probably at least one stable near you guys in Brass
That's kind of what
Alley.
I was figuring.
Little valet going on.
Since Grundy's is also a tavern, I'll say it's right next door. Easy
Sweet.
peasy. So make a sleight of hand check, dexterity based, to disguise your horse. Sorry, your
I turned him
Pegasus.
out as I'm like doing a terrible job. Can you help me with this?
Really? Only if you owe me another favor.
No, the horse is useful.
I have never once used it.
Yes, you did. We got over the tar pits with it.
Fuck. Fine.
We just gotta make it look like it's carrying some stuff. Just tuck it over there with the blanket, and let's see how we do.
Mhm.
So I'm giving her advantage, I guess. I'm helping her.
Okay.
See what I got. I mean, I've got plenty of old vestments and stuff.
Make a sleight of hand roll, because mine's terrible, because it's...
I pull out the tiny little box that has the portable hole in it, and I go, eh? Or
Horse will die in 10 minutes, and I'll have to resummon it.
Yeah.
where's it's just fine, whatever.
The horse gives a sad whinny.
Horse doesn't know what's good for it. It can just stay in
The
the
horse
hole.
like stomps 3 times. I'm like, the
I'm
horse
not
is
going in
intelligent,
that
you know?
hole.
Now, you do realize that this is a greater summon, so it's smarter than Mortimer was.
Look, they all poof in and poof out. It's fine. What do you want me to roll? DM deception,
It's sleight of hand,
sleight
dexterity.
of hand. Sorry, I misheard.
Yeah, it's an okay roll.
It's just okay.
You think that you've effectively disguised it. You seem to have passed it off, at least as far as the stable hands go. Just hoping that they don't get a little too close as they're treating your precious girl. Or guy. I actually
Girl,
don't know.
I don't know. The name is Dusk Flicker. Is that more feminine or masculine or?
I want it to be like the Pegasus unicorn from
She-Ra?
yes.
So it's not an alicorn. It's just Pegasus.
It's a dude though with a very fancy name.
All right.
Sure. Okay. So, you deposit that at Grundy's little next door stable, and then head back
Sweet.
inside to spend
How
some
much
time.
it cost?
Oh, negligible. It's like 5 silver.
I tell them here's a gold piece for the next few days in case.
Thank you, sir. They take it. They make sure your thing is well cared for. That they'll
And I
scrape
give
out
an
the
alias and all that other jazz, but you know.
They'll shovel out the stables. They'll feed it. They'll take care of it and everything.
They'll probably pet it.
They'll probably pet it. They'll
They'll probably
probably
figure out it's a
make sure that
Pegasus.
its stuff is secured. Probably take all that stuff off of it at some point.
I
Anywho.
could just tell them not to do that and just make sure it has a place to sleep if I'm paying them extra. If I need to bribe, I will.
Are you going
I
to?
Sure,
course.
I'll bribe them.
It shouldn't be like holding all that stuff for days on end. Horses need to sleep.
It's like standing up.
He's a strong boy. This is part of his training. Another gold piece. Here you go.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
Since we're apparently trying to hide this fact, so
I mean, I'm assuming Pegasuses aren't very common. That's pretty
I
good.
didn't realize it was in training. Well, whatever you want, I suppose. Always get a new horse if it dies.
Oh, he's not. You're just to give him a place to stay. He's not going out unless I say so.
Very well. Whatever you say, boss.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cool. I deposited my animal.
You deposited your animal in the animal bank. What else are you guys doing? If anything.
I'm gonna heal myself with a cure potion, with a cure light wound spell,
Okay.
because I want to be ready to fight.
You heal yourself with your magic. Nobody's really paying much mind to it. A few people look over as a glow of light appears out of your hand, but they recognize that as holiness. So they just regard you a bit higher and ignore you as well.
Bias shits. Anywho, what am I stealing from this individual? Does it need to be like personal, like clothing, hair?
Just a simple personal item was all I think that she's trying to accomplish.
So when you say personal, does that mean like rings, or like can I just take a sock?
I don't, sock might be
Well-
harder than a ring, but like
I'm trying to make a point here. Is it like valuable and personal to the individual, or is it personal as in just on the person?
I would go with just on the person.
Make the job harder. Why don't you?
I'm just trying to figure out what he needs. Just want to make sure that I get the
I'm
job
not-
done right.
Like, you have an option of stealing a sock from a drawer or stealing off a person. Stealing off a person is a lot harder. All I'm saying.
I guess that's a good point. I mean, we don't know who this person quite is yet. We're just going to be inferring based on situational things. So I guess could we do a basic gather information or something around the square to see who's kind of like in charge-ish?
I mean,
Because
Like,
the other
so
option
that
would be
still
if
be
she
there.
can't. Yeah, because if she can't get an opening, she had a good point. We could just raid the house when nobody's there and just pull a sock.
yeah.
So
It's a little bit late to alter the plan, but I'm just saying,
well,
you-
this just means if things get dicey for her, she doesn't need to go through. Then we can always just figure out who they are and go back to it later.
Look, it's fine. I just wanted to know what I need to take off the person. If they're at this place, cool. We'll figure it out. If not, you guys can have your fight, and we can do something later.
Exactly. So can we just maybe ask around, see who technically runs things around here?
Yeah,
Real
sure.
inconspicuous.
I'm sure
You're in a
whoever
tavern,
runs this
so
place is going to sit at the highest seat of the gladiator pits. Just saying.
So why don't we just ask where's the guest of honor sit usually at these things?
I'll let you do that.
All right. How much do you want me to roleplay this? Because I'm just trying to get general information.
well, if you're just asking around the tavern, you see that there seems to be someone has just walked in that seems to be like the adventurous type. They're a dwarf, which you haven't seen too many around here. They've got like a braided red beard, a giant mohawk, and like a parrot on their shoulder, an eye patch. And they're going over at the bar, and there's a lot of people like kind of gathering around this person at their entrance. Eventually, they order a few rounds for everybody, just their immediate vicinity, not you guys. And then they head off to a seat with a bunch of people following them. It seems like they're somewhat important in this tavern.
I guess I'll just lean to the closest person at the table and be like, hey, who's that guy? He looks pretty important.
Oh, he's in charge around here. That's Barnabas, one of the Goldbeards.
Are they an important family, like founders?
Oh yeah, Goldbeard's own Grundys. They're one of the three key families here in New Dawn.
Keep him speaking.
How would one get in his good graces, you think?
Well, the Goldbeards came over from the Blood Coast, so they're ex-pirates, you see. Well, they claim to be sailors and traders, but they're pirates.
So they like a good shiny piece, if you know what I mean.
I'm sure that would probably wet their whistle. Couldn't help proving yourself to them.
Alright,
I
thanks
just
for
like
your
keeping
help,
my
buddy.
head down, but that's just me.
Oh, are they a little dangerous?
Depends. If you're on their bad side.
One more question. Is he a sort of gambling man?
Oh, the Goldbeards love gambling.
Interesting. Thanks for your help, stranger.
Of course. Welcome to New Dawn.
Thanks. We're enjoying our stay so far. I'm gonna turn to Mao and just kind of be like, well, that explains that. I guess the family there, he's one of the heads, and he's a leader around here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Can I
your
use my
mark.
imposter trait to mock Zumose and be like, "Oh, we're good around here" in his voice, just in front of his face?
I mean, yeah, you can.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, why not? Okay.
I sound exactly like you.
You're getting better at that, Mao.
Uh-huh. Why? They're literally, they just said they're pirates. You have a good day. Who says that?
Well, I wasn't talking to him. I was talking to this random gentleman over here. Anyway, what if we made this simpler? What if we just made a wager or something? Ask him for something he has on his person if we do a quick introduction and stuff.
Is this the right person? Is this the leader of New Dawn? Wasn't that the main stipulation? Or is it one of the leaders?
It seems like he's one of the leaders.
So
Maybe
what
need-
is... This is your thing. This is your ex-girlfriend. What you need for it?
Yeah. I mean, I guess we could just gather more information. But that's a possible mark over there.
I'll keep my eye out.
I guess...
You just gonna continue to ask around, or wait until the fight?
Can I see if there's anybody, like, on his entourage that's, like, stepping aside or something? I guess I'll wait for one of them to step aside, do you know?
Yeah,
Please, John,
one of them
get a drink.
eventually goes off to the loo, and then they, as they're heading back, you manage to catch them.
I guess I'll just ask, like, hey, I hear your boss is pretty big around here. Is he, like, the head honcho of New Dawn?
What? No. Yeah, I mean, he's in charge of a lot of the places around here. Why are you asking?
Oh. I'm just trying to see if I can make some, broker some deals with whoever's running New Dawn. I heard he is at least, like, a wealthy guy. Or at least one of the wealthier families.
The person bursts out laughing open-heartedly and is like slapping their knee, curled down over themselves, pointing and laughing at you.
Not that funny, you guys.
Got a little bit to drink there, buddy?
Can I do an insight check? I think I know what's going on.
Listen, buddy, if you want to get in, you want to broker a deal with the person in charge of all of New Dawn, the Dawn Arbiter, the one sitting up in that tower. He like points out the window up at the dark tower in the center of the entire like city. You want to broker a deal with them?
Yeah. Come from out of town? I
They
don't know.
continue
Thought it
to
might have
laugh,
something
and then
to-
they just walk away from you.
Alright.
They start telling their friends about the idiot they just met.
Alright.
I'm
I'm
trying
gonna
to make
motion
sure
for
I-
us to try and leave now.
Yeah, no. I'm already way ahead of you. I'm like, I don't know who you are.
You slip out of the building.
Mm-hmm.
now.
I wait for everybody else to show up on the other side of the doorway.
Amon, you were
Alright.
drinking your drink, and before you put it down, Mao is gone. Zumasu is getting laughed at.
As usual. I'm just gonna keep on eating. Well, we just need to wait it out, right?
I suppose.
Well, I'm gonna go over and just let you know I'm gonna be headed out too.
All right. Actually, shit. I need to join them because I don't know where the meeting place is. Fine. I'll join you guys.
Okay. You guys hop out of Grundy's. Your tab's been paid ahead of time.
Yeah. I believe we paid up front, so it should be fine.
You can see a lot of people are starting to gather around this location. You see the chariots are like making another round around the kingdom now that the streets have been somewhat cleaned up from the snow, and people are starting to file into the brazen bleachers, which are right next door. It's a large rectangular-ish building with a bunch of like overhangs coming off of it. There's a few market stalls selling like food as well as tickets and all that. There's also like a registration tent that seems to have a few strong fighters kind of luring around it.
Is there an information booth or something?
Uh, Not really.
Okay.
We should just go into the bleachers and check it out first. I mean, you guys could go in and at least look around wherever the pit fight place is, the waiting room
Yeah.
to fight.
I asked Mao if she heard what was going on over there.
Yeah, I heard. I heard what happened afterward too.
Yes, but the issue I'm raising is I don't know if the guy's going to be here or not. Then, if he's the Grand Arbiter, who's technically in charge.
That's why I think we need to at least go into the stands and take a peek.
Yep.
There's 3 families, right? Well, if there's 3 chairs and they all have to show up for some sort of ceremonial shindig that happens every few weeks, they might hate it, but they're gonna be there. Or at least someone from the family is.
All right, let's take a look.
Okay.
I know rich people, they might be stingy, but they have their obligations to the people at least.
Seemed like the Arbiter was something different, though. That's why I'm wondering if he's going to be here or not.
It might be just a religious thing, that's all. And if anything, that means that they're probably gonna be more likely to be here. Or at least somewhere.
Yeah, I guess we got to keep our eyes peeled.
The bigger issue is if it's going to be a public thing, that means that there's gonna be a lot of eyes.
Yep.
So,
Don't screw up.
Thanks. I appreciate your encouragement, Amon.
so
Oh,
are
I'm
you
not
guys?
talking to you.
Oh,
Damn it.
are you guys heading to registration or just trying to get inside of the building?
I guess
Alright.
first trying to get a layout of the building first, and
Okay.
then I'll register afterwards.
At the entrance to the building, somebody is asking for tickets.
Okay, of course they are. I ask, what happens if we're trying to register for the fight? Yeah,
Registration's over there. If you're participating, kind of looks you up and down, then you're gonna want to fill out one of the basic forms.
Alright, can I take a look at one of them forms? And I guess I'll head over there.
Okay.
I pat him on the back and I'm be like, you do that. I'm gonna take a walk around. I'm gonna walk around the building, kind of just look at all the other odds and ends and doorways.
Alright, here's the sending stone. I got the other one.
Okay.
I'll let you know what we're saying.
So Amon, are you sticking with Zumasu?
Yes.
Mao, you go and investigate the outskirts of the building. As you're going around, there's like a ton of people either filtering in, buying concessions, all that other jazz. I'm gonna have you make an investigation check. You found a few back.
Inspiration? No, I don't want to waste it.
Okay. You found a few back entrances, but they seem to be quite heavily guarded, and some of them you're not sure if they go to where you need to go.
Mhm.
I can't really tell you much more than that from that
That's fine.
check. On the other hand, Zumosu, you're going to registration. You go and you sign up.
Well, I want to read the registration first.
Okay, well, it's...
Is there
it's-
anything of note on it?
There is nothing unusual about it. They're asking you for your like credentials and your titles, but it's not like you need to be a knight or anything to enter.
So I can still use aliases and I don't need to like do proof of anything.
Yeah, pretty much. And it explains all the rules and whatnot. For
That is a little bit important though. When it comes to weapons and armor and stuff like that, what do they do with your stuff, or are you allowed to carry your stuff, or how?
you are allowed to bring in all of your own weapons for the fight that Snarlcock wants to participate in. So blessed relics are allowed. That seems to be their term for magic items. just, divine magic items. As far as abilities, of course, arcane magic is banned, and there are people on site to make sure you're not using any, to, arrest you. Trying to think what else.
Rules on damage to people, I guess.
There appears to be an addendum. Lethal combat has been postponed. Not postponed, but they're no longer doing non-lethal. They're no longer doing lethal combat. In light of the war, they want their militia at the ready.
Restricted.
It's been
So
restricted.
everybody's just using non-lethal, so people can still lose arms and shit, but at least they won't be dead.
Sure.
I mean, if you're using magical spells and straight-up weapons, it's gonna be hard to prevent
Cuts and
injuries,
stabs.
but
No beheading.
yeah, you aren't going for coup de grace here. Just knockouts.
It just ends with the light shine. May the light shine upon you, and it just has an entrance fee as well as an explanation of the winnings that you'll get should you succeed. It seems to be up in the vein of 1,000 gold pieces per person entering.
I relay that to Mao.
Through the you just hear a fuck off in the distance because I'm like close by as I wrap back around.
Oh,
The entrance fee, however, is 100 gold pieces.
chump change. Okay, pay for me and
We're so spoiled.
I know.
we are.
All this money.
It's like the equivalent of like $2,000.
What's the entrance fee again?
100 gold pieces.
100 gold pieces. I give him 10 or 200 or 20 platinum pieces. Sorry, I can't do math today.
You hand that to the person. They smile, bag it, and accept your form.
All right.
Assuming
My aliases are all taken care of. All right, we're good to go, Amon. Where do we go?
Amon, are you also participating?
Well, that's what the 200 is for. So.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I
Yeah.
thought-
Okay. So they instruct you to go to Arena D at the instructed hour.
Come on.
Yeah.
Can you come over here? I wanna give you some good advice.
Well, I can't. I don't have the stone, so I can't hear you.
I pass the stone to him.
I need to
Can I
meet up
talk
with you.
to-
Just don't go in yet.
Well, too late apparently.
We'll come back out.
Okay.
I'll just wait over here, guys.
Just
Okay,
meet
what
over
do
by
you-
the corner, where there's nobody there. I'm gonna hide
Huh?
in your cloak real quick.
All right. Do so.
I'm gonna pull out the pocket, the portable hole, and I'm gonna jump into your pocket. My head's again, just carry me in.
Okay.
Oh god, this is gonna go bad.
I'm a pocket.
You won't.
Alright.
You can still breathe though, right?
I mean, I'm gonna close it up on myself while in his pocket.
So
I'll-
10 minutes or
I'll-
so.
I'll just rush in. Fast.
And then find a place to dump her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You have the lowest 25. You just do this.
Well, I assume Amon's a pretty big dude too. He's pretty tall.
He's very tall.
So he's wearing
This is
just
some
very
cartoon shenanigans shit.
yeah. He's wearing
Yeah,
some
I-
very
I
dark
can see it,
robes, so I'm
but
just gonna
I-
claim in there.
The only
Yeah.
real thing that I'm gonna have to deal with is Amon's gonna be the one that lets you out. So I'm gonna have him
Yeah.
do a stealth check.
Can I aid
once-
by being
You
causing?
get away from me.
Yeah, can I aid by causing a distraction or something?
Sure. You start
I look for the biggest guy there, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, you wanna do an arm wrestling thing real quick? Get us hyped."
Why do I need a distraction? I just need to go to a corner and dump her out. So
Yeah, but make sure that people don't see. You're making sure that nobody else is able to see. This place is fairly crowded, and if it's not fairly crowded, there's only one or two people nearby, and they're gonna probably notice if a new person plops onto the ground.
Yeah, I'm just trying to draw attention away so when you go into the corner, it'll just be like, oh, they've been there the whole time.
Your restroom.
So what should I do for that?
Say
Intimidation?
say you're helping.
Sneeze glitter.
Okay, I'm helping.
It's your restroom to this place.
Oh.
I mean, there are restrooms. They're like kind of open.
What do you mean open?
It's Middle Ages. There's no stalls. The
There's
stalls are
holes.
just a wall.
There's holes like
Holes.
on a bench.
Oh wait, if there's holes in a bench though, that does mean that there's at least some sort of plumbing.
You're not gonna jump into the. Oh god,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
No.
Please.
God damn it, guys! Let me talk. Okay, so So you're saying it's open? Like, does that mean everyone? I don't think you mean that everyone can see, right?
I mean
Like,
that
what do
there's
you
no
mean?
stalls. It's in a separate room though.
Okay, so in a separate room, then how many people are there?
It's for a large place, so I'm gonna say that there's probably like 5 like holes in there. As for the number of people there right now, I'll say that there's 2 people there right now.
I just need to wait for them to be done.
Okay,
Won't more people alternate by
Hey.
coming in and stuff?
they might. They very well might. So you might be here for a bit. People tend to need to go to the bathroom in the arena, especially in the time coming up to a match.
Well, we'll wait for a solid while then.
What a time it must have been to live with public toilets that look
Could
like
I,
this.
if this
So,
is the case, could I just
what's
help by
open?
being a lookout then and see if we find an opening?
5 minutes go by, and the number has changed around a bit. There's now 3 people in there, but they're different people. Mao has about 3 minutes remaining.
Let's wait 2 minutes and 59 seconds.
Well, then at that point, it's me holding my breath.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm just, okay, 2 minutes pass, and you have found an opening where there's nobody but you in there.
Okay, I guess I just leisurely pull her out, yank her by the horn.
Okay, you pull her out. Uneventfully,
I immediately go to sit down on a toilet nearby, but not actually pooping.
Are these unisex?
Probably.
Mm.
I'm gonna leave.
You gave her back her hole, right?
Actually, do you want me to keep this?
Sure.
So I can just jump right back in like a kangaroo pouch.
Yeah, that actually might be pretty good. So if I
Alright.
dive at you, just turn the pocket at me.
All right. I'll just do the whole Dracula thing where he pulls an arm with a cape, and you can just sink in there.
Okay, Mal. Well, I'll leave the rest to you. Stay low.
okay, Mao, you are able to move about the arena, in spite of not having, not the arena, but the brazen bleachers.
Hmm.
It's it's got a bunch of hallways that surround various arenas of varying sizes. That's what those little holes in the building are. They're open to the ceiling, from what you can tell. There's 2 smaller round arenas, 1 large round arena, and then 1 more rectangular arena.
It seems so. This is a pretty big place, but it's kind of like a boxing ring big.
Yeah,
Okay.
like each of those units on the map. I think I said it was 75 feet before, but it's more like 100 now
Okay.
that I've reevaluated. Now that I've had time to get used to this map.
The Dunkin' Donuts Center.
It's
Yeah,
the
pretty
dunk. Okay, I think I'm gonna briefly go back to Boom Crash at this point.
Oh, okay.
So Boom Crash, not long before you started heading out, you're kind of near the Grand Bazaar type area. It's once again very crowded because of the chariot races going on. Now that they've started kicking up again, you see the chariots go by, and eventually, one person starts calling out to you, Miss, excuse me,
She
Lady
turns around.
Lady Kenku?
Hello?
You did seem to have that sort of aura about you. Tell you what, why don't you come to our fortune stand, and we can tell your fortune?
Who is talking to me?
That's a fair question. It is a well, it looks to be like this older woman who's like got a lot of like robes on, just hanging loosely over her face. She's like hunched over and has her like hands kind of gnarled up in her like bosom, kind of as she's like gesturing to you. Sort of hag looking, but obviously human.
I mean, I'm into the whole hag thing, but I'm suspicious as fuck because I am in danger. So I'm gonna do a perception check. Can I?
Yeah, sure. She is gesturing back to a small little overhang connected to a building where there is another person that's like waving. They look to be more upright, but shorter. That's about all that you can see from your perception.
Ah, fuck it. Okay, let's go.
Yes, of course. You did have that smiling aura about you. I can see it. Yes, you have some blessed relics about you. Perhaps we could help you and expand their mental horizons. If you follow me, I'll explain more about what I mean. And she takes you over to this fortune-telling stand. Just beneath this overhang, she takes you inside of like this stone building where there is another person standing guard with like this halberd just standing upright. It was the person that waved to you. They like glance over at you and say, "Cause no trouble now." And
I won't cause trouble if you don't cause trouble. Like, seriously, you invited me here.
of course, I'm here to protect my lady. Yes.
That's. You're doing a great job, honey.
Thank you. Now, if you'll please come here. My name is Adriel, and I, as a profession, I read into people's personal effects, and if they have these latent auras about them, I can bring them out and forward and enhance their abilities. If you have any blessed objects like weapons or rods of some sort that have been enchanted with the blessings of the light, I can cause them to be strengthened and greatened, and perhaps even tell you a hint of what your future might hold.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. What do I got that is potentially safe to show this lady? Oh god, I have
It's okay.
pretty much
Take your
almost-
time.
uh, I mean,
It's just the most
it's
I've
okay.
ever seen. You.
Okay, hold on. What spells do I got right now? If I need to haul ass out of here, can I? That's my question.
You have Misty Step, don't you?
I have Misty Step, yeah. So
You need to be
okay,
at
if I
sea.
need to book it, I can. I guess I'll show her the mildly curious about my patron and everything. So I'm going to show her my Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Ooh, this is certainly an interesting item. Looks quite wicked, but I sense something about it. Please, may I touch? I need to touch it to feel within that aura.
Sure. Yeah, it's something that I picked up on my travels, so I'd certainly be interested if you could tell me more about it.
Mm, yes. Mm, mm. She begins chanting and muttering under her breath. You can see that there is like a crystal ball that is on the table in front of her, and she has placed this rod on top of the table. You can see that the crystal itself is starting to become foggy. It is like almost crystallizing inside of it, and there's like a vague mist filtering through this area. You almost feel like this chill about you as she continues this chant. The room itself is filled with like strange relics and whatnot. I'm also going to have you make a perception check. A new one.
Yes.
Now that you're in like a different position.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, best case scenario, I'm getting scammed.
So, with a 20 perception, as you're kind of like entranced with this crystal ball, you can see that, like, as this sort of magic is like filtering about the room, you can see that she has like this sort of blue hue about her, as if her skin itself is like that of this strange ice or crystal. It's hard to tell under her deep, like, dark cloak. The other thing that you notice that's kind of odd is that the, like, statue that is, like, behind her appears to have turned and cocked its head at you, curiously. It seems to be depicting some sort of dragon. As soon as it notices you looking, it goes back to its state of, like, rearing with its mouth agape.
What's up with you and encountering weird statues?
I have no forking idea.
I can sense there's something coming to me. It's becoming clearer. Tell me more about where you found this and what it entails.
Found it far away. I don't know too much from the man that I got it from, but he seemed kind.
Kind man, a kind stranger. It has a good aura, then. Let me just... Yes, I think something is becoming much more clear. I can almost see it. She, like, reaches out and grabs your hand and is, like, quivering. You can see that the mist and fog is starting to spiral around the room. Yes, it's becoming more
to attack
clear.
at any point.
And you hear a clunk. What do you do?
I jump the fuck back.
You jump back, and she releases you. And as you hear this clunk, the entire table in front of you falls into the ground. The rod following with it, along with the crystal ball. You see it has fallen into a trapdoor that clunks shut. The old lady kind of chuckles to herself. It seems that you're here without your friends, aren't you? And
It's Weevil Eyes, isn't it?
the guy with the halberd takes off his cloak, revealing that he has a bald head and a flaming beard about him. His halberd ignites as he smacks it onto the ground. And the hag whisks off her cloak, and she appears to be a water genasi of sorts. And here we go. Dark mantles, take flight. Turn the day to night. Descending from the darkness high above,
Fireball.
ensnaring your trace with a shadowy glove.
I think it's cute that you think
Our
they're
intro!
fucking fireball.
As they scream about their intro, the fireball blasts out from your open palm. She immediately spins her hand and counters the spell. That was very rude, dear. We were in the middle of talking. Murder death. After them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna have you make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, this is going great for me.
Honestly, going great for me. Here we go. As you get your spell countered and get ready for another one, you like pull your hand back, and the statue has come back to life, and it spits out its repulsion blast, knocking you out of the store and into the street, as onlookers are like yelping at the sudden explosion that has happened. Sorry about your items, dear. I guess you're gonna have to fight us for it. Maybe some other time. Reed, hold them off. I'll secure the merchandise. Grunts, after them. And we'll do that combat in a minute, I think. For
Damn
now...
it.
Oh, I'm so
Rude.
happy.
Rude.
I am so happy. Meanwhile, back at the brazen bleachers. Now, you are filtering about the crowd, investigating the arenas nearby. I guess tell me, what are your plans before the arena? There's still probably a half hour until things get started.
If
Since-
anything, the biggest thing is I want to see if there's any like VIP seating area stuff that might be reserved for, say, a person of a higher stature.
Okay.
Usually they're elevated off the ground or in a very specific spot that might have guards. So I just want to like kind of peek around and see what's going on.
Okay. I'm gonna say make a perception check. Yeah, fairly easily. Especially after you're told which arena Zumasu and Amon are supposed to go to. You go to the largest of the arenas, and you can see that there appears to be what looks like a large square fortress that's been set up in the center of the arena. And from the looks of the stands nearby, there's a lot of cheap seats, but there do appear to be a few balconies, one of which appears much more highly guarded than the others. There's 4 of the Dawn Guards that you saw before that encountered Atnas the Cursed, or Atnas the Clawed, and like gathered that corpse together. There's more of those types of armored people up in the balcony, and if there's 4 of them there, you surmise that that's probably a place where someone important's gonna be.
Okay.
Zumasu and Amon, you guys enter the kind of waiting area for the arena. You can see that there are some coordinators getting ready, and they are getting you guys decked out in color-coordinated outfits. You guys can keep your armor and stuff, but they're trying to get these silk garments on your like armbands and like around your waist, and if possible, your cape.
It's like a
jersey.
football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it's red versus blue today.
No, okay.
Right.
So as you guys are getting set up, you see that Snarlcock has finally arrived. He is bedecked out in the same stuff that he was before, except with the addition of these silk cloth garments. He approaches you guys. Well, I'm surprised that you had the bravery to show up. But it also excites me. It seems that we're fighting on the same side this time, as I thought.
What type of style you got going on there?
I'm a fighter type, although I have the light on my side.
Yeah, I've got a similar sort of thing going on here, but I'm mostly just, man of the book and the sword.
Of course, a man after my own falchion. Well, and what of you, masked, non-masked, I need to have a better name for you. Dark-robed assailant. What is your power?
A punch, thanks.
Excellent! He slaps you on the back. This one I like.
Mm,
It looks
I
like
just,
it looks
yeah,
like we
I
have.
just nod
Oh.
and grunt.
He's a frisky one, isn't he? Well, we have a few people working with us. I don't know these ones, but that one over there seems to be Ilnox. I've seen her fight before. She's got an iron fist. And he points out this dark-robed, Marn, and she's got like this tall ponytail on the back of her head, and her body's been wrapped up in these like dark wristbands, and like a dark kind of like gi almost. She looks like a monk of some sort.
God damn it.
Uh,
She's gonna pay
You
part
about to be
of
showing up.
She's got scars like all over her face, and like a split lip. Her skin is like a dark gray-green, like most orcs, but it's on the darker side of the orc spectrum. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anybody. The other gladiators that are fighting with you guys otherwise are just nameless newcomers, from what Snarlcock has said. I found them at Thunderstones after you guys left.
What type of guys are we facing?
I think those ones. And he points over at another room that has been like cordoned off from this one by an iron like grid. And this portcullis kind of separates the two of you. Snarlcock assures you that most of the people fighting here today are free men. So the rest have been like conscripted into the army, and honestly, the arena is also kind of the proving grounds for people that want to advance higher in some of the military ranks. Not necessarily into the Dawn Guard, but up there.
Interesting.
Anyway, the match seems to be beginning soon. You best oil up, boys. And
Oil up.
Snarlcock goes over to, well, oil up, it seems. He's spreading oil over his gratuitous pecs.
Is he? Oh, I was gonna say, is he taking care of his falchion? Like how you're technically supposed to take care of a katana, you have to oil it like before use.
Yeah, he's oiling everything pretty much.
Uh huh. Okay.
It's metal.
How much time do we got? I do technically have a whetstone.
You got like 10 minutes or so.
I mean, I could just the whetstone, I guess.
Okay, you start
You know.
wetting your blade. Alright, Mal, taking your space in the bleachers.
I wanted to be kind of close by to where that upper place is, or at least get an eye on who's gonna be sitting up there in that high seat.
It looks like the tall bleachers are on the from here, the southwest or southeast part of the arena.
Over there.
Like there, kind of.
Okay.
It looks like it's high above the cheap seats, and you need to take like another hallway to get there. After a short glance,
Can I see anything from like walking around the bleachers? Like anyone sitting up there?
it looks like somebody is not. There's nobody up there yet. It looks like they're getting ready for somebody, as a few attendants have gone up there and set out some food and stuff. As you see where they come from, you can see that there are two Dawn Guards that are like staunchly guarding the stairway up to that balcony. So there's a total of 6 of these Dawn Guards there.
Okay. The people who are setting up food and stuff, are they wearing anything specific?
They do appear to all have this like uniform for the Brazen Bleachers, which is this ochre-colored uniform. It's very distinctive.
Damn, I wish I had the pocket. Could throw them in the pocket. Shit.
It kind of looks like they have like these vests that are this ochre color and an ochre headband.
Mhm.
As well, they have they otherwise just have like white shirt and white pants with a another ochre like belt that hangs down at their front.
I think at this point I would probably try to, when not in sight, go and try to assist, air quotes, one of them and knock them out and take their clothing and go and help set up the room with food.
Okay. We're gonna probably do a few checks for this.
Yeah.
So, at this point, we'll do a small mini skill challenge where I'm going to see how well you can do at about 3 skill checks. Alright?
Sounds good.
So,
I'm trying to see if I have anything that could help me.
that's fair. I'll let you prepare that then.
Oh, can I can I be nice about this? I'm gonna take out my pen and ink and I'm gonna scratch out a pink slip.
Oh no.
They've been fired.
Okay. Do you have a forger's kit?
I have thieves tools, poisoner's kit, and disguise kit. So
Okay.
unfortunately, the only thing I have that would help me is the imposter. But I don't know anything about like their boss or anything.
Yeah, you haven't had enough time to like get the situation. But I mean, you can certainly try. It's probably going to be more difficult without a forger's kit.
Okay. What would you like me to roll for that?
That's going to be a dexterity check.
Okay.
It's with forger's tools, but since you don't have them, it's just going to be just that.
If they don't believe it, then I'll punch them out and take their shit.
Okay. You write out a hasty sort of pink slip on the pinkest piece of parchment you can find, and you rush over to one of the people coming back with an empty tray. They look at you, and they've got like this heavy mustache and bushy eyebrows, and they're kind of portly. They look up at you and go, "Can I help you, miss?"
Yeah, I was just told to give you this slip. Your hair, it's not a part of like the situation. It's getting all over the food. It's really not healthy. So
It's never been a problem before. And who sent you?
rules have changed. Don't worry about who sent me. I'm your boss's boss. You're gonna try and fuck with me? I'm trying to make sure that that person over there doesn't get food in their or hair in their food.
Food in your hair.
Food in their hair. I mean, that's also a really bad thing to happen.
Make a deception check. I'm probably gonna say at disadvantage.
I love how Allie, like your default excuse for every time something like calls you out on your bullshit is to get angrier and stuff them.
Just more of like inspector.
You're my boss's boss, but what are you wearing?
You do realize the job that I have is a little bit dangerous, so I kind of have to make sure I'm at least protected.
Dangerous?
Yeah, I'm handing you a pink slip. You could try and beat me up right now. I'm just the messenger.
What? He looks at the paper and he starts reading it up and down. This doesn't even have his signature on it. Who am I supposed to believe then?
Look, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. I'm gonna try and like lead him to like a smaller, quieter area away from everyone so no one can see.
Make a persuasion check.
That's not what I'm good at. Look, sometimes it's you get the boot or you get the pink slip. You're getting let go. We're moving in a different direction. Things sometimes change, and right now, your face and your hair is not doing it.
I demand to talk to my manager about this. If he has the nerve to fire me, then he ought to do it himself.
All right, that's fine. Well, you know what? Give me your uniform. Go and speak with them. Just take the day off for today. I'll take care of everything else, and I'll make sure that somebody else is covering your spot. Just for today. I understand that you want to make sure that this is official. I get it. And you know what? Good on you. Fight for your spot. But just take a break. Give me your stuff. Don't worry about it. It's a load off your shoulders.
I'm going to talk to him right now, if that's all right with you. And he starts storming off.
You give me a shit. If not, I'm going to knock him out.
He does not give you anything.
All right. Well, until you get to a certain point around a corner, I'm just gonna fucking beat the fuck out of him.
You roll your eyes and then whack him upside the head with a nearby tray. Make a few people nearby have turned to look at you.
I said I want to do this when he's moved around a corner or something away.
He unfortunately didn't give you the chance.
This is going.
There's a brief pause. What do you do?
Well, if there's a brief pause, did he fall? Do I knock him out? Because if so,
Yeah, you knocked him out.
I dropped the platter with it. I'm like, oh no, he must have fainted.
Make a deception check.
Someone help!
A few people kind of stop and look around. One of them points at themselves. Like, me?
Yeah, I don't get over here. Come and help me, like, get him to a spot or to lay down. He just fell right over.
Uh, he looks at somebody else and goes, go get help, quick! And then, like, walks over to you and starts helping to pick up the guy.
Jeez. All right, well, you lead and I'll follow. You get his arms and I'll get his feet. See if we can move him to a bed or something. I don't know if they have one of those around here.
I don't know. I don't work here.
Are they wearing ochre?
No. This is just some random bystander.
I don't know.
Dear God.
Well, that one's already getting help. Why are you helping me then? Go, don't worry about it. He's fine. He'll be fine. Just... Do you have like a rag on you or something? I can wipe the sweat off his brow, or like put it underneath like a pillow.
Sure. I gotta get back to my seats. You sure he's okay?
Yeah, he should be fine. I'm just kind of like patting him on the cheek a little bit.
Okay. And he walks away. Before the other person gets back, you, like, go into a back room. You finally have found one after your excursions here. And it seems to be a dressing room. So you're able to, like, it looks like all of the costumes have been, like, taken. So
Okay.
you're able to take this person's.
All right, cool. So yeah, they help me move him in there, and I'll be like, well, now I'll take over spot and I'll cover. There you go.
Okay. Are you doing anything with the body or just leaving it in this room?
Just set it up nicely like it's taking a rest.
I will definitely set him up nicely, so it looks like he's taking a rest. I will definitely probably, Damn, I really wish I had the portable hole. No, I guess... No, I'll just leave him there. Maybe I'll lock the door behind him, that's all.
Okay.
Can you grab a beer or something from the room? I don't know.
Put the
I'm
pink
taking
slip
his
on him.
clothes is the big thing.
Okay. Well, you're able to lock the door on the way out, in spite of it not necessarily locking that way. Your thieves' tools are able to finagle it. You're now walking around in their clothes. At this point, I will say that there are a few other of these people nearby walking past you hurriedly in the wake of this rather large-looking person. It's not Snarlcock, weirdly. It's a heavily armored person that they're reminiscent of the Dawn Guard, but their armor is much heftier. They are wielding a gigantic hammer on their back, and they have like a vast holy text like strapped to their front breastplate. These people are like following this person and waiting on their every word as they slowly ascend the stairs that you were looking at.
I'll probably mimic them, be like, hey, I'm covering for, he just passed out. Like, do you need me to do something? Like, as they're passing by.
Who are you?
I'm just a hired hand, don't worry. What do you need me to carry?
Didn't know we had any tieflings on staff.
Look, they keep me under wraps. They don't like it. Can you not? Don't pull the tiefling card. It's not fun.
You think you're really going to pass it? You need to get out of here.
Okay, well, I can go help back over there.
This is Archjustice Dermot. You're probably not going to be in his better graces.
That's fair. All right, well, I'll go clean up, I don't know, crumbs?
Sure, go somewhere else.
I walk over to, like, up the stairs and toward that place from before I was trying to scout out.
The stairs lead directly to the bleachers.
So are they coming from?
They're going to there.
Oh, they are going to there. Can you give me a bit to think?
Sure.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to the other people. It seems like the games are actually underway, or they're starting to. This person seems to have arrived fashionably late. So Zumasu and Amon, let's get this show, as it were, on ye old road. So, as you guys are taken to this stairwell leading sort of up into the arena, you are led into the same place that Mao had seen before, with this big fortress. You can see that there are some like orange flags bearing New Dawn's sigil, flying from it. You can see that there are several other gladiators standing on the parapets of this miniaturized fortress. And the stands are filled with people that cheer as you guys enter. Snarlcock raises his falchion above his head and entreats the crowd. The Marn lady, Ilnox, as Snarlcock said their name was, she just kind of seems to ignore it, and she seems to be psyching herself up and airboxing. The other two gladiators are kind of just palling around with each other and fist bumping each other. Finally, there is a announcement from one of the MCs. They hold their hands up, and their voice echoes throughout the chamber. Everyone, please, calm down, calm down. It is almost time for the event of the day. This month's chariot race, we are featuring something that makes special highlight of our new non-lethal chamber rules. This will be a non-lethal game. No one will be making any attempt to kill or maim or dismember anybody else. We are also playing a unique format today. Capture the flag! And he holds up a giant flag in his hand, mimicking the others that are surrounding the arena. There are a grand total of 1, 2, 3. There are a total of 12 flags inside of that arena. Each of our honored guests, he points at you guys, are going to try and storm the fortress, taking only one flag at a time and returning it to one of the two buckets at the north or south ends, and points at a bucket near you guys, and then points at the other end of the fortress that you guys can't see over the fortress. And he says, "This is the game we're playing today. Make sure you've all placed your bets accordingly." I'm going to take you there. So, there is a bit of a, what's it called? Dynamic lighting thing. That's just so you can't really see inside. But from what you can tell, there appear to be some other gladiators that are bearing the red markings that you saw from before. From the stands, which are not pictured, I do have Boom Crash and Mao's tokens here, even though they're not in the arena, quote unquote. Just to see. I also have the Archjustice, who appears to be in this corner of the room, surrounded by 4 guards. Assume that is a fairly narrow balcony. I can probably draw that real quick. Yoink. Boom. Balcony.
Nice.
I had to move my character around just to see what the hell's going on because the dynamic lighting is completely cutting my vision.
Yeah, it's fair. Snarlcock kind of looks to you guys. Never done capture the flag before, but should be interesting. You guys see that there are other Knights of Dawn flanking the entrances to this entire arena as well. They seem to be here just as viewers to prevent cheating and, the use of arcane magic. The MC entreats the crowd once more and says, "Everyone, are you all ready? Everyone, you have 1 minute to convene and buff yourselves, whatever you need to. Discuss your strategies for how you're going to storm this fortress, and then we will begin. Start the countdown!" And a big hourglass turns and rotates just above the stands. It's visible to mostly everybody as it starts counting down for 1 minute. What do you guys do?
Okay. I should be able to climb up the wall pretty easily with the item I have, but are we going to need ropes and grappling hooks? Because I have that too. I was saying that to Snarlcock, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Because basically, do any of the other guys have any items or ways to climb? How tall is this fortress?
The other gladiators just kind of like look at each other and shrug. Ilnox just kind of nods and says, I can get up there. And Snarlcock says, Yes, I don't think I need any help from you to get up into that fortress. Just be sure that you're about yourselves and keeping an eye out for anybody trying to hit me. And I'm sure we'll be fine.
All right. Where are our flags?
You guys don't have any. It's one-sided.
Oh, okay.
You guys are the underdogs, and that is why your payout is 10 times what you put in.
Okay, I get it a bit better.
Hmm.
And we just have to bring the flags to this little thing here again?
To this bucket. There is one on the south end that you probably can't see, but they have pointed out to you.
Are we allowed to throw the flags?
No, you have to take it back to it and drop it in. You can only carry one flag at a time.
Okay. How tall are these walls?
These walls are... They are about 15 feet high.
Okay, a rope would kind of help, depending. All right, so in preparation, I'm just going to get a grappling hook tied up to a rope and set up.
Okay, you tie up a rope to a grappling hook. Is anybody else doing anything?
I'm getting death ward on myself.
Non-lethal combat. I use Death Ward.
Who's the fastest here? I yell out.
Ilnox raises their hand.
I give her some rope. Maybe you can figure out if this would be useful for the others too.
She puts it on her side.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay. Without further ado, I think it's time to begin combat. The hourglass finally peters out all of its sand, and the MC shouts, Go! And then all of the crowd starts cheering. Let's get everybody into combat tracker. I had to remember how to play this game of Dungeons and or Dragons.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
I'm also realizing that most of these flags are on the object layer, so I'm gonna have to select everybody carefully to make sure I don't put flags in the initiative. Okay, I think I got everybody. Start combat? Start combat. Okay, we don't need to care about him, or him, or him, or him. Zumosu, it is your turn. Everybody is standing at the ready.
All right. So I can throw a grappling hook. I'm gonna just try and throw it over the wall first.
Okay, as you make your first move, a tabaxi bearing a short bow leans over the side and does a readied shot over at you. Let's do longbow attack. Does that miss?
Pings off my armor.
It pings off of your armor and into the sand. She ends her turn.
All right. Does my grappling hook hit, or how do you want to do this?
I'm going to have you make a standard old attack.
All right.
It's going to be a thrown.
I'm throwing it.
It's going to be
so should I just
dexterity
do it
based, because you need to get it hooked properly.
Okay. Even though it's like an improvised weapon and I'm a tavern brawler.
Yeah, well, you're not really attacking with it.
Alright, so I rolled pretty well, but let me just use something real quick here. So it'd be minus the 3 strength then. It'd be 23 instead.
Okay, that's fine. You managed to hook it up onto... there aren't really battlements to this thing, I guess I should say. It's kind of just a flat top, but there is a bit of a ledge to it that you're able to hook your grappling hook onto. So you have done so.
Alright, I'm just gonna kind of pretend... in truth, I'm gonna run over and use the shoes to go up the thing, but I'm gonna make it seem like I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold the rope, but then just run up the wall. So...
Right, you run to the wall 10 feet, and then you can go 15 feet up the wall.
Alright, so that's first portion. So I can just make it to the top of the wall. Does that count as an action, throwing the grappling hook and everything, or can I still move?
Yeah, that's probably an action.
Alright, so I can basically do that, look like I was going to use the rope to climb up, and I just run the way up. So I make it to the top.
Okay, you make it to the top, and I'm going to say that you can see over the battlements now that you're on top, so I'll get rid of the dynamic lighting. It was mostly there for the planning phase.
Alright,
do.
I'm going to yell out the free action. Okay, guys! It goes downwards, kind of like a reverse pyramid thing. It does go downwards, right?
Mm-hmm. So it goes downward in that this stairwell goes down into a pit where the walls are surrounding it. There are 2 open entrances to the east and west. There and there.
I'm gonna just quickly relay that it goes downwards and there are 2 open entrances by the sides if you want to take the long way.
I also forgot that the person that fired at you actually should have probably hit you because they are being blessed right now.
Oh. Would you roll a d4 to check?
Sure.
Because they could still fail.
They fire another shot at you as you're climbing up, I'll say, and I'll re-roll the damage.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Minimum damage. Cool. 5 piercing damage to you.
Boink.
Right. Anything else? I think you're done. Okay. It appears that there are some priests in the lower section. They seem to be armed with a holy symbol in one hand and a shield in the other, as they are carefully just concentrating on what appears to be blessing all of their allies. Meanwhile, it is this gladiator's turn. I'll take the long entrance. And he starts running around to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And before he gets there, he's going to toss a javelin up at the nearest gladiator on this top up there. So he's going to throw a spear.
Or non-lethal. This seems very lethal.
They got healers on hand. That's going to hit this gladiator for 14 piercing damage.
This is anime style non-lethal, you know?
This is Soul Calibur non-lethal, where everybody has bladed weapons and everybody's fine.
Everybody can also heal magically.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna run because I can.
Y'all too good for my rope.
Make athletics checks, man. I mean, I could do for climbing, but I think flanking around is probably a good idea.
Also, I realized, Mao, I'm going to have you roll yourself into the initiative as well.
Okay.
I'm also realizing, Boom Crash, we might not get to your encounter until next session.
That is okay.
I don't mean
God
to
damn
leave
it.
you out of everything.
She's just gonna be seething in the corner, going like, "God damn it! I just wanted to read my book."
I know.
And I lost my rod.
Homework.
I wanted to do homework. Okay.
Oh, did it put me in there?
It should have. It would put you at the bottom, I think. Maybe it didn't? Do you have your character selected?
I did it from the character sheet.
You have to still have a token selected. It doesn't know what token to add to the initiative.
Fair.
Your character sheet is just a character sheet. Yep, now it added you.
Okay.
So you will go at the top of the next round now that things have gone in play. It's time for another one of our opposed contestants, who goes by Hotch the Carver. He unleashes a battle rage and runs out as one of the priests goes, "No, stay in our defensive position!" Ah! And he starts running at top speed out of the gates, wielding 2 battle axes. Meanwhile, the priests continue to concentrate and have readied their actions. It is Snarlcock's turn, and he unleashes a roar. Ah! It's time to unleash my power! Snarlcock! Activate! And he just yells, and as he does, his size increases, and he becomes enlarged.
Oh boy.
No, gross.
After he engorges himself, he just puts a hand
God,
on
no.
top of the on top of the wall, and he just climbs his way up. Ah! Hello there, little Zumosu. Need some help?
It's all you, buddy.
And he then
Spence
leaps.
for the way, like, aliases.
Of course, Spence. He then leaps off to the nearest gladiator It is like a Jedi leap. It seems even with that great size that he should not be jumping that high or that far. After he lands, he crunches onto the ground, cracking some of the fortress, and then he swings his falchion. Ah! And that is going to hit. He gets 12 slashing damage. He did get a 2. He can re-roll that. Doink. So 5 and 6, 11, 15 damage total. And then he's going to make 2 more attacks. Okay. This is a good time to bring up. We're also trying a new crit thing this session in the arena. So, Snarlcock is going to make another attack to confirm this crit. And if he does confirm the crit, he deals better damage. It's still a crit. We'll see how this works. Okay, so he did confirm his critical hit. I'm going to do this other damage first. Okay. Why did I make him reroll 2s? This is obnoxious. Okay. So he deals 12 damage with that other attack. And then he finally lands a critical blow on these guys. And that is going to deal... the initial damage is going to be maxed out because he confirmed the crit. So 12 plus 4, 16. And then he's going to roll for normal damage, which is 2d6s. So another 6. Okay, he leaps onto this thing with this huge amount of actions. It seems like almost a surge of actions that he's taken. And he swipes several times with his giant curved falchion, whacking at the gladiator, giving him several good slashes before, like, knocking him to the ground. Ha-ha! Take that! I'm dominating you now! And let's move to this other gladiator, who is just kind of shrugging. Yeah, I'll just take this way. And he starts climbing up the grappling hook. He's gonna make a athletics check. Easy peasy. Oh, surprisingly not easy peasy. He still made it though. He has plus 10, so he's able to use the grappling hook to just barely get behind you, Spent. And he ends his turn.
I got the thing on my face. I'm disguised.
This priest looks up to Zumasu and is going to cast a guiding bolt at you.
It's magical?
Yeah, it's divine magic. He holds out his holy symbol, and he screams, "Light, vanquish my foes in this farce of an arena!" And a beam of light comes out to strike you. Let's do a spell attack roll. He has plus 5. Wish that I had to put this on an ability. There we go. Okay, does a 20 hit you?
No. 21 is your target.
Okay. I actually wasn't sure because I was looking at your character sheet before and it said 20.
Wait, let me double check this here. No, it should be 21.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Maybe your shield wasn't equipped.
I should have the regular plate equipped, not the fire equipped, so that might be the difference there.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'll have to update the overlay again. Either way, it blasts and just dissipates off of your armor with a sparkle of light, as it were. This gladiator is going to engage Snarlcock. He is at an uncomfortable height, looking up at this massive beast. He's going to use his spear to try and stab at him as he stumbles his way back to his feet. Ugh! Ha! I landed a blow! And he's going to deal 14 piercing damage to Snarl. He's going to make another spear attack. Ugh! He goes to try and stab into Snarlcock, but he whacks away the spear. He then also has a shield that he's going to use to slam into him. And he hits him right in a bad place for 10 bludgeoning damage. There is a massive clink as metal hits metal, and it's going to take 10, and then he's going to need to make a strength save, which he does make with advantage while enlarged. He has proficiency. Yeah, he's fine. He tries to knock him over with a shield bash, but it doesn't really work. The gladiator is just holding his ground here. Alright, it is Ilnox's turn. She goes up to the wall and runs up it, and then lands on top. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 things of movement. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's one move action. She wades down into the arena, and she starts taking out these darts, and she starts flicking them at the various priests. She's going to make 3 attacks, 2 at the left priest. Those... They have slightly increased AC. They have 15 AC. So 2 of those hit for 10 damage. Left one takes 6. And the right one takes 4. And she's done. Also, from your apparent vantage point, Zumasu, it looks like there's a Dawn Guard in the arena itself. They seem to be a participant. They rush out to the western gate, preparing for who might be coming. One of the gladiators is standing by the nearest flag in one of the pillars here, and he's just going to stand there and ready his action. Mal, top of the round. Sorry, that took a while.
That's fine.
So you are still trying to ponder what to do. What would you like to do?
What I was thinking of doing was trying to find like a napkin or something like that, like the server's cloth, and sort of hide my head and my face, and then wrap the yellow ochre band around that. Kind of like, I've already forgot what the name of that headpiece is called.
As if you're like hiding your hair in there or something?
Hair, horns, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Middle Eastern head.
Hijab?
It's not a hijab. It's another one where
Are you
it's like just
thinking
the
of
band
like
going.
that lady from Game of Thrones, the old lady with like the giant
Yes.
headpiece, pontiff's sort of thing, pope hat?
Not a pope hat.
Eh.
The
It's
important thing is
cloth
the
with the rope on
headgear.
You
It's
put
a
on some
headgear.
fake headgear
The
using a
veil?
cloth.
Yeah, and just covering my face, covering my head, so I can kind of try to sneak in there and at least move out like dirty dishes and stuff like that when they're done, to try and figure out what the fuck is in there.
Okay.
I'm not making any action. This is literally just me trying to start moving around without any issue.
So you're blending into the crowd. Make a... you have a disguise kit?
I do.
Okay. And that's not really a... Is that a proficiency? Do you need to have proficiency in the disguise kit, or just does the merit of having one give you...
I have proficiency in
Okay.
disguise kit.
Yeah, make a charisma check with your disguise kit. Okay.
Thank you, 19.
You seem to have passed yourself off, putting on this headgear. People don't seem to be giving you weird looks for being a tiefling anymore. Not that they all were, but some of them were when you were interacting with who they said was Archjustice Dermot.
Right, and I went, oh shit, there is like this weird thing with me being like a fiendish sort of thing. I should probably hide that.
You start intermingling with the people, and nobody seems to have taken much notice of you. They see the ochre wear, and they are just putting trash on your tray as you're like walking around.
Good.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you've started to integrate. Okay.
Sweet.
This gladiator is going to rush over to Ilnox, just over the stairs. As Ilnox is descending the stairs, this gladiator, who has a scissor, which is like a hand guillotine, he goes to swipe at Ilnox. Does a 15 hit a martial artist? It does not. He goes to swipe at her, but misses. He has 2 more attacks. This one does hit for 9 slashing damage. And then she needs to make a save or else start bleeding. Okay, she has taken on a grievous wound to her leg from a glancing blow from the gladiator's scissor, cutting out that hamstring, and she grasps at her leg as the blood starts pouring out. She's going to take some damage at the start of her next turn. I'll do this for the marker. Okay, then he's going to do his last action of throwing a net on her, which just barely hits. She is now also restrained. So I guess she's not going to show you up, Amon. This one is going to rush over to his flag and ready his action. This guy is going to rush over to his flag and ready his action. The Tabaxi backs up near one of the flags and is training their eye on Zumasu, who has gotten the closest, what they can tell. One attack glances off of you. She keens her eye to strike again, getting a 20, which still does not hit. The arrows are just pinging off of your thick armor. It looks like she's trying to go easy on you, so that she hits you non-lethally, and it's working to your advantage. But it looks like she's also kind of grimacing, and might not be doing that act much longer. Zumasu, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run up and let me just do a little quick thing. I think this is... Yeah, I can get to her easily. So I guess I'll just run up to her. I'm going to use improvised shield bash attack to both attack and then grapple her. So first a regular attack. We'll just use a dagger as an example.
That'll hit.
That hit? Okay, so just... This is bludgeoning because it's shield batty. And then I guess I'll do a contested stealth check.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is to knock them down, or...?
This is to grapple them.
This is to grapple them. Okay, so they can use acrobatics.
Yes, because what I want to try and do is then throw them off the tower.
Okay. They get a natural 20, using their cat-like reflexes to tumble out of your grasp.
Well, okay, I'll just attack them normally, then with the sword then.
Alright, as they evade this, you go in for your sword attack.
That hit?
The check that does hit.
Okay. Whap.
They take another 6 damage as you're starting to, plus the smite. There's a small flash of lightning as you slam into them in the side to be less lethal. It's not dealing a ton of damage. This person seems fairly hardy. Anything else for you?
Not really. I'm just going to take a step over here.
Okay. This priest is going to fire a guiding bolt up towards Snarlcock. Biggest target in the room. And that is, I believe, a miss. Yeah. Snarlcock is wearing half plate, or more like a quarter plate, but you know what I mean. It's this gladiator's turn. He's going to full action, run to this side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, cool. He's moving around the side, engaging with Hutch the Carver. Amon, it is your turn.
Alright. So, I think I'm just going to... Okay, so I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna cast Harm on this guy.
Okay, you reach around the side and cast Harm on the first person that you see.
Okay. So it's gonna be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, they have advantage on this save. Okay, 20. So they're going to take half.
Alright, 14d6. So let me just do that. Shit. Okay, 14d6. I should have prepared this. Half of that. Max HP is also reduced by that amount.
What if they succeeded the save?
Oh, right. All right. So just the damage. So half of that.
Okay. He takes 26 damage. Um, well, she doubles over in pain. Ah! She like falls to one knee for a second, and then she stumbles like back to her feet. This some sort of dark magic. You will
Okay.
die.
Yeah. I don't wanna. I don't wanna be here. Okay. Circling around.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
That's it for me.
Yeah. They just use their readied action to cause their spear to glow with divine light. Hotch's turn. Hotch is going to engage the gladiator over here. And do 3 battle axe attacks. They're also raging as well. And they're going to attack recklessly. So that's going to be advantage. What are these attacks here? Is there AC here? 16. Okay, so that's 3 hits. $10, 9, and 11. So 30? 30. The gladiator takes several blows, hindering some of them with his shield, but he's starting to lose hit points here. This priest doesn't have much to do. Well, this priest, the Dawn Guard person here, is going to point back to the priest and say, "Someone here has dark magics. Follow me." And the priest continues to follow. He's then going to cure some wounds. He doesn't have too much, so he'll use a 3rd level spell to heal. So that's 3d8s plus 3, so 13. Not minus. I'm used to giving them minus numbers. Okay. Snarlcock's turn. How about you, foul beast? And he is going to whack with his falchion. And yeah, that's a hit. He's going to just cause a blast of energy to emerge from his falchion. It just makes like a sickening as I don't know why it's sickening. As it deals some damage, it's going to deal a d10 plus 2, so total 10 bonus damage. He's also going to reroll one of these 6s. 3, 4. Oh. So that's going to be 16 damage to this dude. And then he's pushed back 10 feet. Oh wait, you can save against that. I just love playing D&D with myself. I don't know why I did this. I guess because I thought more of you would be in here. Okay, so he is not pushed back by this sudden burst of energy. Snarlcock's going to respond with 2 more attacks, which both hit for... He rolls one of these d6s. Cool. So that's total 22 damage. 22 damage, and this gladiator is not looking too hot. Snarlcock is going to skirt his way around him, and he's near the flag now, but he hasn't used his action to grab it. It is this gladiator's turn. He's going to 5 feet climb up here, and look down to where his allies are, and he's going to rush over here to Ilnox and try and kick this guy away from him. They shield bash. And that hits. This guy's going to need to make a strength save. And succeeds, so he is not knocked down. But he does still take 11 damage. And he's just going to poke at him with his spear a few times. None of those hit, though. Even with this advantageous position here. Which priest is this? It is this priest. This priest is going to Guiding Bolt at that gladiator. Use 2 of those now. Okay, that one is finally going to hit the Gladiator. So that's going to deal... It's 46 for Guiding Bolt. Oh, cool. It does it if I click it. I didn't know that. Do the damage. Does it do the damage? Doesn't want to... There it is. Okay. 12 radiant damage, and then this guy has advantage on the next attack against him. We'll do... yellow. Okay. This guy's turn. This guy is going to try his mightiest to shove Snarlcock. He's going to use all 3 of his attempts. Well, 1 to shield bash to at least do damage. Okay. He hits Snarlcock for 10 damage, and then Snarly is going to need to make a strength save. Succeeds. Gladiator's going to try 2 more times, this time with opposed athletics checks. Okay. The first... Oh, that's strength save, not athletics. Oh, that's fine, because it's the same as athletics. Okay, Snarlcock fails one of his 2 strength checks here and is pushed off of the side. He lands down onto the sandy pit below. Ah! Cock blocked.
Yeah. God
God
damn it.
damn it.
That's all you wanted to say.
He couldn't even get the flag, unfortunately. He was just about to grab it and dispatch this guy. It is Ilnox's turn. She immediately takes a d4 of damage from the bleeding wound. She's going to make a save now so I don't forget to try and remove that at the end of the turn. And meanwhile, she is currently restrained, so she's going to try and knock out this gladiator next to her instead of trying to just get out of here. Okay, that's not gonna hit, but she can make 2 more. Okay, we have a hit and a natural 20. She's gonna try and confirm that crit. Doesn't, so it's just normal crit. Not a big crit. That is how that works. So, she's gonna deal 25 damage with that crit, and then she's going to try and do a stunning strike here. Constitution. Okay, he saves. She's gonna try it again with that other one too. Okay, so her other blow that was just a normal hit does end up stunning this dude, and deals 9 bludgeoning. Okay, so he is stunned until her next turn. I'm just going to use unconscious because I don't know which one is stunned right now. And she can't escape. She's currently still restrained. Okay, it is this Dawn Guard's turn. She is going to rush out of the gate, looking after where you came from, and she's going to move directly up to you, using her dash action to get there, just to make sure that you are engaged. Her spear is glowing menacingly, and it's going to end her turn. This guy is still guarding the flag. Once he sees that this other dude has been knocked out, he's going to rush over to the gladiator up here, abandoning his post a bit, and he's going to try and net this gladiator. A net fail for him, unfortunately. So he swings with his scissors. Looks like one of them missed, and 1 hit for 10 slashing. And he is now wounded. Mao, I can see you have your disguise on now.
Yeah, I put my little nose on. I saw Zamosu had his on. I was like, oh wait, I have that.
Okay, so you have started integrating your way into the crowd. It's only been 6 seconds.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm really doing right now. I guess while I'm moving around, like the box seat, cleaning up stuff, just trying to see if there's anything that could be pulled from this individual. So maybe perception check or investigate.
Make a perception check. Okay. You haven't really dared to venture up into the balconies, that balcony yet, specifically. But as you're looking up there, this person does seem to have some personal effects on them. Their armor has, like, many parts. It looks like they've got, like, a holy text on them. It looks big and noticeable, and it's on their front. It looks like they've also got various religious implements, like, about their armor, kind of like imbuing it with holy power. It kind of looks very Warhammery, as
No
if
fancy coin purse, no fancy like feathers that I could just snip.
none that you can overtly see.
Okay.
But it looks like there's like holy text that's been like attached to his armor as well. Some of that might be able to be torn off, probably.
All right. Well, I'll probably just like make my way up toward the balcony and start, continue to move stuff around.
Okay, I'm gonna say, just for the sake of the time frame of this, that you're probably observing patterns next turn.
Yeah. I'm literally not gonna be doing anything until like the last minute. I'm also trying to see if did I notice what happened with the Mon, or did I hear anything from the priests?
I don't think so. You're probably not
Okay.
paying attention to them.
Okay.
It's kind of in the heat of the moment. This guy is stunned, so at the end of his turn, he just ends being stunned. This gladiator is just staying on their posts. They don't want to move too much. This guy looks down at Amon and sees this dude like honing in on them. And after what he said, this guy's gonna leap down instead of keeping at his post, and he's going to do a jumping attack down at Amon. I'm gonna say he has advantage on this scissor attack. Does a 15 hit
Full
you?
attack.
I don't think a 15 hits you, right?
Oh,
Okay. So he lands with his scissor into the sand, right near you, and then he goes to swipe with a rebound. Does a 16 hit you?
no, I don't believe. No.
Nice. Okay, so he swipes at you, and it misses once more. You kind of deflect it out of the way. He is then going to just go for another attack. He has a net, but he's determined to land a blow. I think an 18 finally lands it, unless you have something to say about it.
That does land.
Okay. It's not a crit. You just take 7 slashing damage. And then I'm going to need you to make a con save. That needs a con save.
Oh, con save. Okay. I hope it's not poisoned.
Okay, you succeed. It threatens to make a grievous wound on you that would have affected you in future turns.
They're allowing this?
Sorry?
They're allowing this?
Yeah, it seems so. He ends his turn. Alright, it is this archer's turn. They are going to... They think that you're probably not gonna you're gonna overpower them if they try to just grapple you. So she's going to dodge roll the heck out of here, which does provoke an attack of opportunity from you.
Can I grapple as an attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay. I have a question also. How many flags do we need to steal to win?
All
Or how does it
12.
work? All 12. Okay.
There are 6 of you, so each of you needs to get 2.
Okay. Well, got a 13. I don't think that hits.
Yep, it does not hit. She comes back with the longbow, and a 22, I think, hits you.
Those both hit.
Oh, they both hit.
Because
Okay.
the 21 is the matching the AC, right?
Yep. Once per turn, she can also add a d10 to one of her attacks, so she will add exactly 1 damage to her attack. Good job. So she's gonna do 18 damage to you. As 2 of the arrows finally land heftily in an exposed part of your armor, leaving a bad bruise. Zumasu, it's your turn. The flag is now exposed. It
But I
takes
look down and I take a second and look around and like everybody's kind of going to shit. I'm like, I should probably help Lennox. Let me see my range here. God damn it, that's too far away. I could also go for this priest. I'm gonna go for this priest actually.
Okay.
Alright, do I get actually, if I'm from a higher plane, do I get any distance? Because that's the thing. If I have enough, if the jumping gives me more distance, I can get to there, because I need like 5 feet. Or I can get to here by normal distance. What do you say?
You can't go past your own movement anyway, during
Okay.
a jump.
Then I'll just go after the priest.
Okay,
So I jump down and go brr, brr.
you jump down. It is a 15-foot jump, so make a dexterity save.
Okay.
Well, I think you're taking 1 damage anyway, even if it gets halved.
Whoop.
Okay, you take 1 damage. Thankfully, it's not much from the sand there. And you rush over to one of the priests that is shooting guiding bolts at your allies.
I'll just attack this guy. So 18 hit.
An 18 does hit. You, like, clatter away his shield and slam your longsword into him. Ugh! Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So,
Roll again to confirm.
yep, roll again to confirm.
Alright.
Okay, that's confirmed. He's probably going to knock him out. I'm just putting this out there. But we'll do it anyway, because we wanted to. So
that would just mean rolling the second one, and then...
So you roll a d8 plus a d8 for your initial attack, right?
I roll a... Yes.
So that is maxed out to 16 plus your strength and any other magic bonuses.
Yeah, so that'd be 16 plus 3 plus 2. Wait, does magical weapons add extra damage too, or just to attack?
If it's a +2 weapon.
Okay, yeah, then it would be plus 5 for the extra damage, so that'd be 21 damage from the first part of the crit, and then
Oh wait,
be...
is this Rock Hewer?
Yeah.
I don't think Rock Hewer adds it to the damage.
Yeah, so that'd be plus 2. I'm saying for the max damage for the first part would be a d8 plus 3 for strength, plus 2 for Rock Hewer, so that'd be 11.
I don't
plus
think
8.
Rock Hewer adds it to the damage. I think it's just an attack thing.
Oh, okay. Then it'd just be plus 3.
Okay, so 19. Then you roll 2 more d8s.
Yeah, which I just clicked the thing again, which is the 9 slashing and the 5 with the d8 roll.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's more than enough to knock this guy out. Assuming you did it non-lethally, I hope.
Yeah, I'm doing it non-lethally.
Okay,
So I turned the sword slightly and hit him with the broadside of it, whopping him.
okay. Several of the people are no longer blessed. I haven't really been keeping track of that, to be honest.
And maybe at least some of the ones attacking Ilnoth, since they were
Yeah,
close
just go
by.
figure out which one's which.
Yeah, I think that each of them was blessing themselves and 2 other people. So I think that's good. Cool. So that's one of your attacks, Zumasu, right?
Oh yeah, that was technically 1. But I can't do anything else with the other one. Oh wait, no, I did 2 attacks here. I'm done. That's
Okay.
all I got.
'Tis this priest's turn. This priest is going to... let's cast a spell. He's going to head over to this priest, and he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. To heal him.
What? Wait, you don't just stay knocked out? I'm gonna guess so, damn it.
I mean, you guys can do that. So he's going to heal him for 17. Not negative 17. Not 0. Plus 17. There we go. Cool. And he's going to end his turn. It is this gladiator's turn. He's going to whack a few times. It's going to be 1... Oh, these have advantage because they attacked recklessly. So that is 2 hits. for 6 piercing. Oh, but it's halved. And 4. Okay. The gladiator is engaged with Hotch, stabbing and shield bashing away, but Hotch is able to resist some of it. Amon, it is your turn. What do you do?
Question: how tall is the wall?
15 feet.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna use the one of my key points to disengage. I'm gonna climb.
Okay.
to here.
You tumble out of the way and start climbing up the wall here. I'm going to have you make, since there's nothing really here to grab onto, an athletics check.
We're gonna +5 to this. You know what? Shit. I forgot the DC for how difficult it was. I'm wondering if I should roll it.
It was easier when there was a rope.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration and re-roll this.
Okay. And you say there's +5 to this from the gloves?
If
I'm sorry. Maybe?
And I'm asking because is the total 16 or 11?
16.
Okay. So a 16, it gets you almost all the way there. You're like hanging off the edge. It's a sheer wall face, unfortunately. Their intent was for you guys to go in the side entrances, so they didn't really put handholds or anything on the outsides here.
And I still dash and get up.
Yeah, you're
Or
still
is it-
dashing. So I'm gonna say that used one instance of your movement, and
Okay.
you've used your bonus action to disengage. So you still have an
Yeah.
action left.
Yeah, so I can just dash and try it again.
Yep. I'm gonna say you don't even need to try again. You can just hop over the side. It just took more of your movement than you expected.
All right. There's that.
Okay. Are you doing any more movement?
Can you
Or
move a little
I
bit
guess I
more?
should go to here just so. But that's about it because I want to grab the flag.
Sure. 'Tis Hotch's turn. There's no way that you're getting up these flags. And let's do some wackies. Reckless, of course. It's 3 hits. For 15, 10, 25, 38. 38 damage. This guy is taking a beating from the barbarian. Is this priest's turn? He is going to head up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably plan that out better. Okay, let's head over here. And then this priest is going to use his 3rd level spell slot. This time to cast where are you? Spirit Guardians. And of course he's going to choose all of his allies to be safe. And token. It's the radius 15 feet. Is that it right, Amon?
Was it?
For Spirit Guardians normally?
No, you have 15 feet radius.
Okay. Right. Oh, it's not visible to you guys. Good. Cool. Don't like it that it defaults to not visible. Okay, these sparkles of light start spinning around him. It just kind of creates this vague aura of radiant damage. This guy sees that Amon has gotten up onto the top there, and he's going to cast a guiding bolt over at Amon. Let's pew-pew this. A 10 doesn't hit. He ends his turn.
Nope.
It is Snarlcock's turn. Snarlcock rises to his feet, using half his movement, and then he's going to climb up here, and he's just going to use his action to grab a flag. We need to start getting these, damn it! And he just grabs the flag using his massive height and the other gladiator isn't close enough to really do anything about it, so he just leaps back down after getting the flag. So he takes that with him. And let's see, he got up for half his movement. He has how many movement? Okay, well, he can at least... he's going to use another one of his points here. And he's going to do one of those gigantic leaps again. And leap over towards the bucket. And drop it in. Dropping it in is going to require no action. But pulling a flag does require one. So he's going to end his turn. It is this guy's turn. This guy... let's see. Con save. Okay, he still is taking damage from the bleeding scissor wound. He is still conscious. Ilnox is captured here. He's going to use one of his attacks to slash at... Oh, I don't think he has a slashing weapon. Okay, well, he's going to try and free Ilnox anyway with one of his actions. Here. Okay, he's able to free Ilnox of the restrained condition, but that's all that he can really do. He will use a shield bash though on a nearby enemy. Where is it? There it is. Uses it on the scissor. Does that hit them? Does, just barely, for 8 bludgeoning. And save strength. Okay, he doesn't get knocked over. Ugh, end of turn. This priest is back on his feet. Does he have anything to say about Zumasu?
Hey.
Hey. I think he's just going to cure wounds himself. This time for 2d8.
Wait, that's illegal.
That's illegal. You can't heal yourself. So he's gonna get plus 8. He's almost back at full, but he ends his turn. It is this guy's turn. This guy just kind of... Darn, he smacks his leg because he couldn't get that guy. And he's gonna leap down here into the sand. He's just going to take a d6 of damage. 2. And he's going to rush into the fray. 1, 2, 3. Cool. He ends his turn there. No, actually, he's going to dash. He's going to get to Zumasu and then end his turn. Ilnox is no longer trapped. Con save. Okay. Still bleeding. Not great. She is going to go ham on the nearest Scizor. 1 hits. It's going to try and make a saving throw. It succeeds. So 1 more hit. And it misses. Okay. Wow. Oh, near max damage is why. This dude takes 20 damage from one of her fists that connects with its jaw. Meanwhile, this character, the Dawn Guard, sees that Amon has climbed up the wall and just motions at the gladiator. Go back for him. I'll wait down here. And she kind of like is just waiting for you to come down. Meanwhile, this guy is being told to go around the long way. She is readying her action. Okay, this guy is going to attack the nearby gladiator. And try and use his own net. Actually, he's already thrown his net. So, another scissor. That is 2 hits for 20 total damage. Get advantage on one of those attacks. It's fine. So that's gone. And yeah. Now, make an investigation check as you survey the area to try and find out how to get into this using their patterns. Okay, you think you've gotten a hang of what's going on here. It seems like they go in only once every few, like 10 minutes or so.
Mhm.
From the looks of it, I know it's literally been 18 seconds in combat. But
I'm just seeing them leave from like way before though. That's fine.
yeah, you've identified their patterns as another set of them leave, renewing their food and then returning with their empty trays. So every 10 minutes or so, you can probably get a chance to actually get in there.
Yeah. Well, I'd follow them with their empty trays to wherever they go and drop it off,
Mhm.
and hang out there until they have to walk back.
Okay. This gladiator is going to strike at Ilnox with their scissors. One hit for 11 slashing. Then, more attack. Selecting the wrong person. Okay, for another 10 slashing. This gladiator's still hanging out, although he sees that Amon is going over towards a flag and suddenly realizes that they might be in trouble, so he's going to start dashing. 2, 3, 4, 6. 2, 3, 4, 6. He's going to start rushing around the way at full tilt. It's this guy's turn. This guy is going to start going his way around as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. He is starting to make his way to the stairwell. Skewered Cricket, the Tabaxi, is going to fire at Amon, now seeing that someone is near a flag. They do get a crit, so let's confirm that.
Oh,
Oh,
denying
You're denying it?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Denied!
No.
Your
It-
house rule. Get out of here.
Get your fucking house rule out of here. You deny the crit with your cleric powers. So they are still going to add a d10 to it. They can do this one more time. So that's 18 piercing damage to you. And the second attack misses.
Cool.
Zumasu, it is your turn. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Is it magical based?
Yes. It's Spirit Guardians.
Oh, fun.
Okay. So
Wait, who has the spirit guardian? This priest?
this guy. The one in the center of the aura.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Okay, you're going to take 7 damage from the radiant damage.
Question about spirit guardians. It's a concentration spell?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okie dokie. I love being in the middle of combat. Alright. I need to deal with shit, so I'm gonna take a step here. I'm gonna attack the priest that has the spirit guardians up.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Does not. Oh wait, no, it just barely does. Sorry.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna actually smite this guy because I need to be stopped.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's still 23 damage.
Yeah, see if he gets his concentration check in order.
Yeah, he needs to roll on 11, I believe. This is bonus. I didn't actually check. He has +1. So this is like 50-50. He failed.
Cool.
The spell ends. What a waste of a slot, huh?
Alright, and I'm gonna attack the gladiator who looks almost dead.
Okay. After attacking the priest, he backs away after you bash at his shield. Oh! He falls like onto the ground.
I think that hits.
Yep, and that's going to hit the gladiator for 11 slashing damage. You take a swipe at the gladiator, and he is knocked on the side of his head. And he falls down unconscious.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna bonus action cast Shield of Faith on myself. Because I don't see him on, and I don't want to get obliterated next turn.
Okay. This is priest's turn. This priest is going to... Sacred Flame. I'm going to need you to make a dexterity save, Zumasu.
That's my worst save! Magical, at least. Does
Oh
a 14 work?
Oh, yeah, because you have advantage. Derp, derp. 14 does make it. Nice.
Woo!
Yeah, it looks like that's a 50-50 shot for you with your +4. Because he has exactly 14. It is this gladiator's turn. This gladiator is going to try and... he can't really fight this guy. He's going to try and disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta get a flag! And he runs away. Amon, it is your turn. You are near a flag. It takes an action to grab one.
Okay, gotta grab it and just gonna run the because we can plant it on this side as well, right?
Yep, on
Yeah.
the south side there is also a bucket.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab it.
That's my shield icon, I guess.
I look down here carrying the flag.
Okay. I'll drag it with you. Yoink! You
Mhm.
grab the flag off of its little post and rush down the side of the wall. You can see that there is a gladiator, like, you know, kind of rushing towards you, but they are nowhere near you. The Dawn Guard woman is going to use her readied action to chase. She didn't really have much else she could do, unless you came up right next to her, so she was ready to dash after you. She ends her turn, though. Okay. This guy is going to chase down this gladiator, and he's going to try and do a battle axe. That's a critical hit thanks to the advantage. So let's do a confirmation. No confirmed. So it's just a normal crit. For 14 damage. And they have 2 more attacks. Which one hits because of the advantage, so for another 10. It's this priest's turn. They are still standing, surprisingly. And they are going to do another Sacred Flame on you, Zumasu.
Of course. I guess I gotta roll again.
Flip a coin, my dude.
Or how the hell is the same roll?
Well, you have +1 to this one, it seems. So that's still a success, thanks to your magic resistance. Wouldn't you know it? This guy comes over here, and he's gonna Sacred Flame Zumasu.
I'm a tank, but this isn't what I signed up for.
He's getting roasted.
You just unleash a rebel yell, "Ah!" in this shining
Can I
radiance
just
as
make
all
an
the priests,
intimidation check for just dodging all this shit.
all the
Since
priests,
I rolled a 220s.
all the priests are holding up their holy symbols at you, as like radiant fire is like spinning around you, and wildly you're just dodging left and right out of the way. You finally just unleash a roar, and the flames dissipate. I'm not gonna say that it does anything. They're impressed, but they're not terrified of you.
Damn it.
Is somebody calling for me? Snarlcock yells as he goes back into business. He's going to climb up this side here and overlook the scene. Does someone need help, friends? And he's going to swing his falchion over. He has a bit of reach now, and he's going to swing at this dude. Let's do. Clicking on the wrong person. Let's do. 3 falchion attacks. Is their AC 16? I feel like I should have written this on a paper instead. Okay. So 2 of those are going to hit. Roll 1s and 2s. None. Oh, one of them was a 2. And it's still a 2. Cool. Easy math. That is 22 damage, and then he's going to expend another use of his thingy to deal a d10 plus 2. Great rolls. Listen, I'm a grower, not a shower.
Ugh.
It is this guy's turn. This guy is going to make... Oh, it is also midnight, so we're probably going to end after this round. It has been a long, grueling
Set up.
setup here. but hopefully next time it'll be more in line. So this guy's making a con save. That's what I was doing. Okay, he is no longer wounded. He still takes the wound at the start of the turn. 3 damage. But that wound is removed. Cool. He is then going to shield bash the guy next to him. And miss. He's then going to unload on the same guy that Snarlcock was dumping his load onto. So that's going to be another hit with a spear for 11 piercing. Cool. He's done. This priest, wouldn't you know it, he's gonna Sacred Flame Zumasu.
I'm gonna get burned eventually.
You have advantage, and it's a 50-50. It's kind of like a 25% chance.
Alright.
Yeah, you're still fine.
Okay.
It is this gladiator's turn. He is unconscious.
I'm just glad none of them healed their friend there.
Yeah. They were kind of concentrated on you, but I'm going to keep that guy in the initiative just in case he does get healed later. Ilnox is going to get herself to her feet and just say, "This is getting ridiculous." And she's going to bonus action disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use her action to grab a flaggy poo. And is going to... She's going to climb up onto the wall using her monk-like reflexes, bearing the flag. She also needs to make a saving throw. The wound. Okay, she's no longer wounded, but she takes the initial for 2 damage. I'll remove that wound. Okay, the Dawn Guard here is going to continue to chase Amon. Also gonna start removing some of these blesses, because we haven't really been using them, and nobody's really blessed anymore.
Whack the priests.
Yeah, she's going to interpose herself as much as she can between Amon and Yon Bucket. And hold her action. Scissor here is going to swing at the gladiator. Actually, it's going to go over here and start swinging at Snarl. He starts yelling, I will be great and take down this worthy opponent. Then everyone will show me, or then I'll show everyone. You know what I meant. You'll have to try harder than that to do so. And Snarlcock's going to take 19 damage. Okay. That is... Oh, he still has one more attack. Okay, so another 9 slashing. Okay, it is the top of the round, and I know that not much has progressed in this Capture the Flag game, but I think we're going to have to call it for tonight because I have work tomorrow.
Boo.
I'm sorry that it ended up this way, Boom Crash, that we had a bit of interaction with you, but we're probably going to start with that next time, to be honest.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. I got a lot of work done on my end, so woo!
Yeah, I mean, great. So next time, we will find out what has happened with the reappearance of the Dark Mantle Gang and their stealing of Boom Crash's rod. Meanwhile, the rest of the party is dealing with Snarlcock and the rest of this Capture the Flag event, where not many flags are being captured, as it were. Most people are just fighting. And really, that's what we're all here for.
I'm trying.
You're trying. Some people have started to get really low, because a lot of these fighters are really tough. And
I've tried to take out the healers, or they're trying to take out me.
yeah, it's a reciprocal relationship. So we'll find out what happens next time. Tune in next Sunday for the rest of this, or for the conclusion of this game. We do this game on Sundays from 9 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. You can watch the sister stream on Wednesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That's with a different group of people in the Undermountain. And I think that's all that we have for now. So I'm just going to say, have a good one, and welcome to the new year. This is our first Dorkvision game of the new year. So hopefully we will have a good rest of it. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you next week. Good
Good
night.
night.
Bye.